So you're a fresh level 70 or level 80 and have no idea what you're doing in the game. Well, I'm about to help you. Roll it. Welcome back, and let's get into the topic at hand, which is what to do when you first hit level 70 or 80. First and foremost, try and find a level guild. Should that be a rank 20 guild? Most guilds at rank 20 have all the boons you need maxed out and don't have guild donation requirements that can impact personal progression. However, you still have the option of donating resources to participate in helping guilds grow by donating to them through your alliance. More on alliances later. How about finding a guild under rank 20? If you're interested in being a part of building a stronghold, I'm not going to lie, it's expensive, real expensive, and it will take a bunch of time. Not just a bunch of time in terms of farming materials, but also there are time gates associated with building a stronghold. And some of those materials you need to complete campaigns for personal progression, more on that later, but there is a sense of accomplishment and community associated with having a common goal to work towards. And again, I'm not gonna lie, reaching Guild Hall 20 feels good when you work for it, but you need to be realistic about what you have time and interest in doing. And as a new player, at the very least, make sure your guild is in a big and active alliance. An alliance is a collection of 13 guilds that band together like one big happy family. Well, not always happy, but at least they try to be. They have a common alliance chat and can help each other grow by donating resources. Most of all, it can be a huge community of people to run content with. That is very important for all players and especially for new players, since they can help by answering questions, giving you tips and tricks, and carrying you through dungeons and trials until you can get strong enough to pass along the love to other new players. I would look for an alliance with 2,000 plus members. The alliance level means far less than the community size and activity level. So even in a smaller guild, you can still get some of the advantages of a big community to play with. Also make sure they are active at the times that you play. It's preferable. You don't want to play alone. How do you even find a guild? Well, the best method is to pay attention to who you meet in zones and dungeons. Make a friend and ask them about their guild or alliance. Alternative methods are searching for guilds within the social search by pressing O, or keeping your eyes on the zone chat whenever you are in game. Occasionally guilds will spam they are looking for members to join their family. Don't take just any guild invite. Look around. Avoid requests for starting new guilds, as these are typically just people making personal guilds that require a party of 5 people to start a new guild. Look for a Guild Hall 12 plus as a minimum, because they have illustrated a leadership structure with some longevity. Also, you can message me on YouTube or in Discord. Insert shameless self-promotion of Galactic Underwear's Discord here. And I can give you some biased tips. If you are already in a guild, well then just forget everything I just said now and we can move forward with the next step. So you've got a social network in place and you are level 80. Still confused on what to do next? This is where I come in. Let's increase your item level so you can join dungeons or trials you have unlocked. More on that coming in a video on how to make Astral Diamonds in the future. But just in case you're not level 80 yet, here's what you can do to get to level 80 quickly and get some gear while you're at it. Go to Sergeant Knox as soon as you hit level 70. There's a letter behind Sergeant Knox that you can interact with, which gives you the quest Unimportant Invitation. This is a fast quest that will start the Undermountain campaign and reward you with a full set of Undermountain gear that is item level 644, and also rewards you with gear for your companion. It's a good start and a helpful way to gear up. One thing that will become apparent to you and that you will notice at level 70 is a long list of quests from Sergeant Knox and Lord Neverwinter. It will take time to get through all of them, so don't try to overwhelm yourself. Trust me, I know, I've done it before. These quests are starting points for all campaigns in game. Campaigns are very important. They reward you with boons, weapons, and gear in general. You can see all the campaigns in your progress by pressing J in game. Most likely you have already progressed in some of the campaigns like Elemental Evil, the Maze Engine, etc. And some of those campaigns you started are probably still unfinished, so I advise you to go finish them first if you haven't already. The best way I found was starting up a campaign in order chronologically. Don't make the same mistake I did and think you could rush through it all. Some of them take a while, anywhere from a few weeks to a few months. Take it at your own pace, do your daily quests when you are logged in, and in time you will get through them. They all basically evolve around the same model to do a bunch of quests and tasks, and they are called campaigns. Completing these campaigns obviously grant you benefits like boons, item level, etc. You need to complete the campaigns to progress in Neverwinter. Modules vary in difficulty, and obviously the older ones are easier, with the newer ones being more difficult. Do as many of the campaigns as you can, and always do your daily and weekly quests. My personal opinion, because some of these campaigns are dauntingly long, you should consider buying completion packs for them. For example, Storm King's Thunder. Storm King's Thunder is a nightmare. Campaign completion boosters will complete campaigns instantly. They can be bought in the Zen store or the auction house. As of now, you can buy the Thunderous Campaign Bundle for 7,000 Zen, which completes the Maze Engine, Tyranny of Dragons, Sharandar, Dreadring, and Storm King's Thunder. Or the Pathfinder Bundle, also at 7,000 Zen, which completes Underdark, Icewind Dale, Ravenloft, Cloaked Ascendancy, and the Jungles of Chult. Or you can go to the auction house and buy completion tokens individually, which on PC at the moment are just over 600k, around 650k actually. Obviously the completion boosters are only for those who don't care about campaigns and just want a fast way of getting that done. I personally don't agree with being able to buy out campaigns, but that's not a topic for this video. But if you are someone who would rather complete the campaigns on your own, level 15 you can do the Acquisitions Incorporated, which is pretty easy, the Maze Engine, Elemental Evil, Tyranny of Dragons at level 60, and Sharandar at level 64. Level 70 I'd begin with Undermountain. The intro quest is very easy and will give you a full set of gear at the end of it. Then I would go to the Maze Engine and Underdark campaign. They are fast and easy to do while working on other campaigns simultaneously. Some campaigns are harder if you have low item level. The best way to push through is to get 3 rank 10 bondings on your pet, slot in some rank 8 to rank 10 empowereds on your pet gear, and you should be able to breeze right through them no problem. And the pet you get should be an augment companion. And to be honest, you shouldn't have any issues if you did the Undermountain campaign as suggested and got the Undermountain questline gear. So let me get back into the order of the way I would complete the campaigns. Of course, if you haven't completed them already. Acquisitions Incorporated starts at level 15, so for me that's whatever. Tyranny of Dragons lair quests are not until level 60, Maze Engine level 60, Elemental Evil level 60, Sharandar level 64, and then we get into Undermountain and beyond, which is at level 70. So I would go Undermountain, Underdark, Dreadring, Icewind Dale, Storm King's Thunder, Cloaked Ascendancy, Jungles of Chult, Lost City of Omu, Ravenloft, Uprising, and then Infernal Descent. For me, that's the order I would do it in. Have as many campaigns open as possible and try to complete as many as possible. After completing the Undermountain campaign, you will get a daily quest to complete 3 Master Expeditions. This is a good way to acquire some good gear to up your item level quickly. Immediately following Undermountain, you will also start the Stardot campaign, which will give you quests for Warden Expeditions and Fragment Expeditions, which still drop the best companion gear in the game. But now it's time to go back to companions for a moment. I mentioned the companions earlier, but I didn't go into detail. Companions are crucial in the game of Neverwinter and should be on the top of your list when it comes to what to upgrade priority. Companions can be purchased for gold, Astral Diamonds, Zen, seals, trade bars, or found as rare drops. Most companions can be acquired from the auction house or from the Zen market. A unique companion is also included in several of the game's purchasable packs. Bonding runestones are enchantments you add to your companion and are generally considered a must for endgame activities. They will transfer a percentage of your summoned companion stats to your character. Low rank 1 to 5 bonding runestones can be purchased within the Sage's shop from Brada the Sage. Mid rank 6 to 10 bonding runestones can be dropped from lockboxes. It depends on the lockbox release, of course. And Zen Market companions tend to come with rank 7 bondings. You may also get rank 8 bondings from most of the packs sold on the Zen Market, and can also be bought in the auction house. The primary aim for your companion is to get a decent active companion that works well with your class, and to put 3 bonding runestones on it as soon as possible. The higher your companion's rank, and the higher the rank of the bonding runestones, the more benefits you will get out of your companion. As a minimum, you should aim for 3 rank 8 bonding runestones. Remember that while you can only have 1 summoned companion at a time, and they're the one fighting and healing alongside you, unless it's an augment of course, you can also have 5 or 6 companions active. Their active bonuses will apply whether they are summoned or not. Some of those bonuses complement each other. If you're having trouble in the post level 70 campaigns, it can be worth investing in a healer or defender companion to use as your summoned companion whilst running content solo. Just don't invest too much into pets that you will will later change in the future. Now let's get into VIP. VIP is another one of your priorities, and perhaps the biggest priority for any player who wants to take Neverwinter seriously and play long term. But you're a new player and you have no clue what VIP is. VIP is a loyalty program designed to reward players with benefits and features that enhance convenience. After purchasing a VIP pack from the Zen market, you will be granted 30 days of VIP bonuses along with 1 loyalty rank. VIP loyalty ranks go up to a maximum of 12. Upon purchase of another VIP pack, the amount of time of the pack is added to the remaining VIP time that you have currently. When VIP time expires, access to all loyalty benefits is lost. However, even when VIP time expires, VIP loyalty ranks never decrease. Upon buying another VIP pack, your rank increases. VIP times continue and benefits return. VIP rank and time are both account-wide, unlocking the benefit for all characters of an account. So it doesn't matter how many tunes you have, if you have VIP on one, you have it on all. VIP grants huge in-game benefits such as free enchanted keys, free re-roll tokens, and bonus Astral diamonds. And the bonuses get better with the higher VIP ranks. So basically, VIP is a must-have. Now let's get into converting Astral diamonds to in-game currency, which is called Zen. As a new player, you might want to know how to convert your AD into Zen, because there are 2 ways to purchase VIP and other in-game items from the store. Either with real money, which will be turned into in-game currency called Zen, or converting the existing Astral diamonds that you farmed and earned into Zen, which takes time but saves you from using real-life money. Basically what you do is you go to the Zen exchange. It's the 3rd icon from the left on top of your screen. Add the amount of Zen you need in the left box, and on the right, the cost of 1 Zen in Astral diamonds. Once you do that, it will tell you how much AD you need to get that amount of Zen. Then all you do is press post, and then it goes to the far right tab called listings. So check your Zen exchange daily to see if your Zen came through, and you can collect it. Keep in mind on PC or console, there are usually huge backlogs, so you can wait anywhere from 1 day up to over a month just to get your Zen. Yeah, I know it sucks, but what can you do? Anyways, let's talk about some random queues and master expeditions. Also, as a new player, you might want to try to do random trial queues and random epic dungeon queues daily to easily hit your 100k refinement cap. Throw in some master expeditions for gear and 5k AD as a bonus. You can access random queues by pressing K. Master expeditions can be accepted and done in the Yawning Portal by the NPC Obaya Uday, and you get a 3 times a day quest to do expeditions. So yeah, you can do 3 expeditions per day. There is a lot of information to learn in this game. Some of it gets lost in tutorials, some in silly tooltips that make no sense, and sometimes information is nowhere to be found in-game at all. Just keep that in mind. You might sometimes have to search for information online to get your answers. Or, Google Galactic underwear, and he might have an answer for you. And if I don't, let me know, and I'll make a video for it. Thanks. Now, let's get into gear and such. First thing you might want to consider, unless you like winging it, is consider looking up a guide for your specific class. If you don't, you can end up losing tons of AD for no reason and tons of time along with it. You can find tons of information on YouTube and Google about all kinds of Neverwinter guides. Well, now that you found me though, you don't have to look any further. Sub to my channel and be part of the Galactic underwear team. Okay, seriously, back to the gear. So if you have completed Undermountain and got all the best gear from there, now it's time to get even better gear. So you probably found your guide, or you're going to find your guide. Regardless of that, let's start this talk starting with weapons. There's the Burnish set, which is purchased with Seals of the Deep from the Seal Merchant. You can acquire them by running Lair of the Mad Mage. There's also the Alabaster set, which is acquired from the Master Expeditions, and you can do 3 of those a day by getting the quest from Obaya Uday in the Yawning Portal, like I said earlier. There's the set of the Watcher as well, but to get these you have to run LOM at least once in order to receive the Essence drops. Then, when running Master Expeditions, after killing a boss, sometimes a ghost or a wraith or whatever that thing is will appear. You hand it to essences that you gathered and it will summon a special boss. You kill it, and once you kill it, there will be some Watcher drops. It's RNG and drops random weapons for any class. So you can run it literally multiple times and never get the one for your class. Or you might get lucky and get it, who knows. But even if you didn't get it for your class, you could always send it to another tune that you have, so it doesn't go to waste. And then we have the Lionheart set. This equipment can be obtained as drops from the Trial Tower of the Mad Mage or traded in Stardock for Lost Scrolls of the Void. Once you have the set you want, you can start putting RP into them to upgrade them. Try to get them to at least epic quality as quickly as possible. Working to upgrade the set all at once is better than trying to do it one at a time. Refining your weapons to at least epic quality is easy and should be your highest priority. And now that we're done with weapons, of course you would like to move on to some better gear when it comes to everything else, and specifically for your headgear, arms, feet, and chest. One way is to do queues and spend your seals on gear at the seals trader, but personally I recommend you go to Avernus. A lot of good gear and best in slot items come from rare mobs in Avernus and from the bags of Yuma, which are easy to get once you are capable of doing mod 18 content. Now let's move on to belt, cloak, and necklace sets. Most of these sets can be bought for AD, but I wouldn't commit refinement unless it's the set you really want to use. So like I said earlier, do your research and follow tips from a guide you find online. Getting a cloak and a belt probably won't be too hard. Some are bought with campaign currencies, some via the auction house, some drop in events like Tales of Old or even dungeons. Once you have the one you want, start putting RP into them to upgrade them. Get them to at least epic quality as quickly as possible. Working to upgrade the whole set at once is way better than one at a time. Then we get to rings. There's some good epic quality rings that can be bought from the auction house, and there's even some legendary rings that can be bought from there too, but they're quite expensive. So for now, focus on purple quality rings until you can afford legendary ones. Or if you are lucky, you can get rings of the Shadow Stalker from Chult, which are still very good, or ebonized rings from Master Expeditions that are also very good, along with a few other really good rings that also drop from certain dungeons. Then we can move on to shirt and pants. Ebony Stained from Master Expeditions is really good, the Protege from the Seals vendor, and some shirts and pants you can buy with AD on the auction house. Now let's get into artifacts. This is where it gets slightly tedious, getting and upgrading all your artifacts. It will take RP and lots of your time. First, figure out what artifact set you will go for and use before upgrading it past epic quality. Going from epic to legendary is not easy, so make sure you made the right choice. Post mod 16, there are tons of sets with tons of stats. Do some research and find the best ones for your class. When it comes to enchantments, here you have some important choices to make as well. What enchantment to use for your weapons and armor, and also for your offensive and defensive slots and gear, and let's not forget utility. At this point in time, it depends what class you are and what your playstyle is going to be. Best weapon choices are usually Bilethorn and Vorpal. I'm sure for support classes there's probably some changes to that, but that also depends on the build that you follow. For armor you have Soulforged, Bark Shield, or even Negation, and of course those are not the only options, but those are among the best. And as far as enchantments for your character's gear, most go for Radiance and offensive and defensive slots for power and health points. So in defensive it's health points, in offense it's power. Now let's get into mounts a little bit. As a new level 80, you can buy cheap mounts off the AH from the mount vendor. You can get them in events, the Zen Market, dungeons, trials, and loot boxes. Basically they can drop anywhere. Obviously good ones don't drop easy, but you never know. And as a new player, try to find a mount that has Wanderer's Fortune on it. It's an insignia bonus. It's a good one to get for any character, and it will provide you with some extra RP when using it. Typically mounts provide more speed the higher the grade, so legendary would be max speed and have the best insignia bonuses. Also keep an eye on the event calendar. Use it to see what upcoming events are scheduled, and that way you can plan ahead. Click the second tab from the left on the top of your page to open your home page. Then click on the calendar tab and check dates of events that are upcoming or even ending. And that's all I have for now. I'm sure I missed some things, but I got the most important aspects for new players out of the way. Remember, take your time and research if you need to. And if you really do like Neverwinter, I hope you have a fun time socializing with friends, with bugs, and with foes. Yeah, I think I'm done. Anyways, I think that's it. Drop me a like if you want to. Drop me a sub if you want to. Galactic here. Peace out. Stay safe.